Okay, y'all. Samaj here again, part 2, and it's the last time I'm gonna use this cup. All right, but hump day, yeah, baby, right? So we left off talking about this cup, what this cup should represent, and where we left off was that it represented love. In my example, right? Love is the main thing. Doesn't matter what it's in. It doesn't matter what's protecting it. It's just love. You know, in the Bible, it comes down to two things, right? Love. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, strength, XYZ. I got something to say about that. All right? And love your neighbor as yourself. It only came down to 2 after all the commandments that were made. Jesus come back and said, okay, there's 2. This one and the other just as important as the first. But they both started out with love. Love one another and love the Lord your God, la 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 la. Now, the reason I say la 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 is because I don't necessarily believe that it's just your God as it's written or given to you by somebody in your perspective. Okay? Once again, back to the perspective thing, right? If your perspective of God has been what you've grown up with, what you believe in, and your God tells you to love everybody, but you're on a whole different side of the planet, and I believe God says, love him with everything. And then love everybody as you love yourself. I believe that God on this side of the cup is the same God that's on this side of the cup, but we have different perspectives. And who in their right mind is going to be, is going to give up their God easily? That's our problem. We cling on to these things and we have no space for growth, not error. Never saying anybody's wrong, because I'd hate to be the guy who dies, go to heaven and find out, oh, I was wrong. And I spent all my time judging and correcting and telling everybody else that they were wrong. I would much rather just love everybody and allow everybody to have their points of view. I think that's how love is supposed to work. That way you don't get stuck hating on people for no reason. There's this book called The C Word, and it's by Samaj Ramal Crawford. Write that down. The C Word by Samaj Ramal Crawford. You can find it on Amazon. In that book, there's a story about some monkeys. And the story about this monkey starts off with a group of monkeys that are trained to react in a certain way. This is just a short version, right? But as these monkeys are continued to be trained in one way, how the story ends up is that there's a whole group of monkeys that are doing the same thing, but they have absolutely no reason and no reference for doing what they do. Maybe that'll be a different video because I'm tired of the cup. But the main thing is that we love one another and we realize and allow people to have a different perspective and realize that that perspective has nothing to do with us. We don't have to live their lives. We don't have to live out their consequences. More importantly, we get to live out our lives and our consequences, and we can't do anything about anybody else. So, you know, that's the nice way of saying mind your own business. But love people while you do it. Then you don't have to guess who you love. Let's see. Love God, love everybody else as yourself. Now, if you got a problem loving somebody, I would take a look in the mirror and start there. Because there's probably something about yourself that you're not loving on. And you get to do this too for yourself. All right. Love on yourself. Love on everybody else. And give everybody else a chance to be their best person. And you be your best person. All right. So more to come. Subscribe. Leave comments. Do what you do. I'm learning this stuff too. So enjoy your day. Bless you. Peace.